Week 10 of Season 5 is here, and Georgia State is on the road this week, facing off against Western Kentucky in a Sun Belt Conference matchup. Georgia State struggling this year running the ball, last in running the ball in the FBS, coming off a loss last week to Georgia 49-28. Can Georgia State get their ground game going this week against the Hilltoppers? We will find out as this game is about to get started. Let's send it down to the field. Georgia State's going to kick off to get this game underway. And back at his own goal line there is Norris. Going to take this one out past the 10, past the 20. Cuts it back inside, take it down at about the 29-yard line there. 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers. Brady Morrison is going to dump this one off to Vincent Cummings there for 4 yards. And that'll set up this 3rd down and 1 for the Hilltoppers. Under center, Morrison looking to pass. And he dumps it off once again to Cummings, who breaks a tackle. And almost another before getting taken down in Panther territory. 3rd and 3 now for Western Kentucky. Morrison looking to pass. Steps up, throws this one to the sideline on 3rd and 3. And it's broken up by Sean Johnson. And that'll set up a 4th and 3 in a long field goal attempt for the Hilltoppers. It is up, and it is short. Not sure if it even had the distance it would have made it, but we have a studio update here. And number 2, Michigan, is upset by Michigan State. No, my Wolverines go down 21-20. And in their undefeated season as we take over here, Anthony Gross with a handoff for 3 yards, trying to get it outside there and give any life to this Georgia State running game. 3rd and 7 now. Reynolds looking to pass. Can't find a man, but hits David Bailey. And he can't hang on? Are you kidding me? We have to punt. Western Kentucky takes over. Hand off to McCarthy. Up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's loose. Past midfield. Past the 40. Breaking another tackle. Finally taken out at the 26-yard line. Setting up a 1st and 10 for Western Kentucky. Morrison looking to pass. Shakes off the first sack attempt. But the second one gets in there, and it's good for a loss of 7 yards. 2nd and 17 now. Morrison looking to pass once again. He's going to dump it off to Jackson. Jackson's going to break a tackle and gain 13 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 4 now for the Hilltoppers. Passing on 3rd down once again. This one's deep to the end of the corner of the end zone there. 15 yards, not end zone. But he's out of bounds inside the 10. So it's a 1st and goal for the Hilltoppers. Hand off to McCarthy on 1st and 10. He will gain 3 yards, and it'll set up 2nd down and goal. Under center, Morrison handing off to McCarthy again, this time untouched into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown, putting the Hilltoppers on top of this game, 7-0. Georgia State looking for any life of an offense here. 2nd and 16. Reynolds shakes off a sack attempt, scrambles out, takes off past the 10, past the 20, taken out at the 21, and fumbles on the way out of bounds. 2nd and 4 now for Georgia State. Reynolds will pass this one deep to Marcus Jackson. He has the catch in Hilltopper territory, 15 yards on that play. And that is the end of the 1st quarter. Western Kentucky's on top, 7-0.
Right now, the Hilltoppers in front, 7-0.
The Panthers are putting a nice drive together here, and it continues to start the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 4. Reynolds looking, passing, and caught by David Bailey down to the 15-yard line, an 11-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 15 now for the Panthers. Reynolds will fake the handoff, look to pass. He's going to throw this one over the middle, and it's picked off by Todd. And Todd will return this one to the 19-yard line. And David Bailey walks off the field, disappointed with that drive, ending with an interception. Brady Morrison and the Hilltoppers take over. And then once again, it's Vincent Cummings with a reception, 7 yards on that play. 2nd down and 3 now. Morrison back to pass again, and this time it's caught by Baker. Jeremy Baker has a 13-yard gain on the play, and a Hilltoppers 1st down. in Panther territory now. It's 3rd and 2. Morrison looking to pass. They've done a lot today. And it's caught by the receiver, Ryan Higdon. 10-yard gain and a first down. Very next play, Morrison drops back, hands off to McCarthy on the delay, and he gets stuffed in the backfield for a 4-yard loss by Quincy Randolph. It's 2nd down and 14 after that play. Morrison looking to pass, going deep this time, and up in the air goes Baker for the catch. It's caught for a first down inside the 20. It's 1st and 10 now for the Hilltoppers, and the handoff goes to McCarthy. And he's up inside the 10, a 13-yard gain down to the 5-yard line. He's got 74 yards on the day already. It's 1st and goal, and Morrison will hand off to McCarty there, and he will go nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd down and goal now for Western Kentucky. Morrison goes to Watson on the handoff, and he gets down to the 1. Almost into the end zone there, but instead it's a 3rd and goal. Georgia State needs to come up big here. The handoff to Watson, and he is untouched into the end zone. Where was our defense? Carl Watson puts the Hilltoppers up 14-0. Georgia State comes out looking for some offense. In this pass to Mark Moore over the middle. Looks like it may be what we're looking for, but there's a flag on the play, and this one's coming back. Clipping on Georgia State sets up a 3rd and 1 later in the drive. And on the 3rd and 1, Reynolds will take it on the read option, break a tackle, and he is fighting for extra yards there. Gains 6 and gives Georgia State a first down. 1st and 10. Reynolds looking to pass here, and he is going to pump fake and get sacked for an 8-yard loss. That's going to set up 2nd and 18. And on 2nd and 18, Reynolds will drop back to pass once again, and it's picked off again by Todd. And Todd will return this one to the 26, his 2nd interception of the half, and that would lead to a field goal. And at the end of the first half, Western Kentucky's on top, blowing out, well, maybe not blowing out Georgia State, 17-0. Georgia State's going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, down 17-0, a big deficit to come back from. Mark Moore from in his own end zone takes it out past the 20, past the 30, pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that's where they will start this drive. Reynolds looking to pass, is going to dump it over the middle to Marcus Jackson. He has a first down and more, steamrolls a defender in Hilltopper territory, pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And looking at the first half stats, Georgia State only able to muster 76 yards of offense and 2 turnovers in that first half as well. 2nd down and 10 now for the Panthers. Handoff goes to Anthony Gross, trying to get outside, but he is stopped for a 1-yard loss in the backfield. And this running game of Georgia State continues to struggle. 3rd and 11. Reynolds looking. Gonna throw this one up to Sebastian Willard. It's caught, but it's short of a first down. And Georgia State would kick a field goal to finally get on the board. Down by 2 touchdowns now. Western Kentucky takes over. Backed up to their own end zone here. Morrison back to pass. It's crossed his body. He throws in. It's almost picked off by Patrick Griffin. And now it's a 3rd and 11. Morrison back to pass again. Over the middle he'll go, and it's knocked away this time by Sean Johnson. And the Hilltoppers will have to punt. Georgia State takes over. 3rd and 14 now in Hilltopper territory. Reynolds looking to pass over the middle, and it's caught by Mark Moore for a first down, 14 yards on the pass and catch. 2nd and 8 now in this drive. Reynolds will look to pass again. He's looking. He tries to set, but he is sacked for a 7-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd and 15. Out of the shotgun. Reynolds will look to fire over the middle, and it is incomplete, off the mark. What a bad pass there. And Georgia State has to punt. Still down by 2 touchdowns as Brady Morrison and the Hilltoppers take over. This pass is to Jackson up past the 40 as he breaks a tackle into Panther territory. A 32-yard gain on the play. 3rd and 6 now. Morrison back to pass again. Looking, and he's going to throw this one away as the pressure gets to him. And it's 4th down. And Western Kentucky decides to go for it on 4th and 6 out of the shotgun. Morrison looking, gonna try to dump it off, but it's incomplete. A bad pass thrown at the feet of his receiver. And Georgia State takes over here, 1st and 10. Reynolds back to pass here, looking, and he's gonna get sacked. The pressure got to him, a 7-yard loss. That's going to set up a 3rd and 21 here for the Panthers. Reynolds out of the shotgun, looking, going to fire deep quickly, and it is broken up, incomplete, and Georgia State is going to have to punt at the end of 3 quarters. Western Kentucky's on top, 17-3. Western Kentucky has the ball to start the 4th quarter. 3rd and 1 already in Georgia State territory. The dump off goes to Jackson. He has the catch for 3 yards and a 1st down. And that'll keep this drive alive for the Hilltoppers, trying to extend this lead. And the pitch goes to McCarthy on 1st and 10. And he's stopped in the backfield for a 4-yard loss by Jamel Spencer, the outstanding middle linebacker for Georgia State. 2nd and 14. Morris looking to pass, shakes off a sack attempt, fires deep to the end zone. 2 men covering, but Jackson goes up and gets it and walks into the end zone for the touchdown, 40 yards. That puts Western Kentucky up 24-3 after the extra point. And looking at the defensive stats here, Western Kentucky's defense all over Georgia State. 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 2 pass breakups on the day. Georgia State takes over down by 3 touchdowns. Reynolds looking to pass here. He's going to fire. He hits Marcus Jackson for 11 yards and a 1st down. Can they get something going? 2nd and 10. Reynolds in the shotgun. This time scrambles out to the right a bit and fires on the run, and the pass falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Shotgun formation here. Reynolds scrambling again, and this time he is sacked for a 13-yard loss, and Georgia State will have to punt. Looking at the offensive stats, Georgia State only able to muster 115 total yards so far in 8 first downs. Western Kentucky takes over now, up by 21. 1st and 5. Boris's pass will go to Norris here, taken down at the 49-yard line, a 14-yard gain and a 1st down. 2nd and 3 now. Morrison looking to pass again, this time to the sidelines once again to Baker for the 1st down catch. And we'll take a look at the replay. That one would lead to a field goal by the Hilltoppers to extend their lead to 27-3. And the only bright spot for Georgia State in this game is this pass from Reynolds to Jackson for 13 yards. That would give Marcus Jackson the school record for receiving yards in a career, 2,015 yards, the old record set back in 2010 to 2012. He is the new leader in receptions, and Western Kentucky is going to run away with this game 27-3 over Georgia State. Taking a look at the stats from today's game, Georgia State was dominated on both sides of the ball, and their rushing attack got even worse, -7 yards rushing on the day. Players of the game for Georgia State, Marcus Jackson, 7 catches, 92 yards. Knight Dallas on defense, 9 tackles, 1 for a loss. I will have some recruiting, hopefully in the next episode when we get something else happening, if we get a recruit or whatnot. But coming up in the next episode, we will be facing off against New Mexico State. They are 0-8, so maybe the Panthers can get back on a winning way against the 0-8 New Mexico State Aggies. Georgia State will be 3-5 going into that game and fighting for a win and a chance to get to 6 wins and a bowl bid. So we will find out what happens in the next episode. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.